also, you could just move to New Hampshire or move to some place where you'll have more freedoms automatically. Unless you're me, and then you'll get restricted, like was also referenced in that video by the police chief, who can just say, I don't
He
like
just doesn't like you.
yeah. And then it was pretty funny. I missed it the first time, but he's like, well, what if he doesn't respond within 40 days? What happens to him? Nothing.
Nothing.
Well, that's what's happened to me. The government, so-called, has 14 days to respond or schedule some hearing for my concealed carry appeal, and they haven't done that. So, what do I do now? They said no after I asked permission, and then they say, but you can appeal. And then I appealed, and they ignored that. So it's been ridiculous. This is like the third time that I've asked the city of Keens permission to conceal carry a gun, which is just the ability to put the gun that I can already wear on my hip in my pocket. And it's important because it's becoming winter, and people are like, well, why don't you just open carry? Why do you need to conceal carry? It's better to open carry anyway. It makes a bigger statement, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, okay, I get it, but if I'm walking around open carrying and it's cold out, I want to put on a jacket, suddenly I'm carrying.
Right.
So
it would be an interesting thing. I don't know what it would take to put these two things side by side and compare them, but I'd like to compare the psychological profile of the person who the government says cannot possess a firearm, and compare that to the entry requirements for the military, and see whether or not they would arm the people that they say are not safe to own a firearm.
Wait, that's really interesting, because I'll bet they are looking for those kinds of people. Like, they want the gun crazy. They want the murderers in the...
Yeah, for sure.
That's who they're arming. But you're saying in civilian life, the government wouldn't want to arm those people at all.
Right.
No, that's interesting too, because I've been noticing a lot of gun-grabbing stories coming out of, like, veterans. Like, the government's looking to take guns away from veterans in particular.
And then veterans becoming police officers.